let's go. You guys asked, so I deliver. Here we go. We're going with an opening trap today, and this one is in one of my favorite openings, the Jobava London, aka the Jar Jar Binks London, aka the meanest Jobava. Here we go. Okay, D4, and after D4, they usually go D5. Now, of course, we hit him with the Jar Jar Binks London, aka Jobava London, with knight C3, right? Now, a lot of times, they don't know what's going on or even how to play this. So what they do is they go knight to F6, the general stuff, just development. We hit them with bishop F4, stare into the camera or stare into their soul real quick just to see how they feel. After we hit them with bishop F4, they generally, lots of times, will play this simple move, knight to C6. And knight C6 is a blunder. In fact, game is not already over. We say over, not through checkmate, but we've already caught them in an opening trap. Knight C6, yes, it develops a piece, just like they say to do in the openings, but we hit them with knight B5, and we live. As you see, the knight and the bishop are both hitting the C7 square, and now, of course, they want to defend it, but they can't because the knight's not on A6. So with knight to C6, simple development has now caught them into a simple trap that literally lots and lots of players, especially online, will fall for this one. I've even been able to do this in blitz games over the board against some stronger players. Knight to B5, hitting knight to C7. Of course, this is a problem from there for them, and they're going to have to do something about it. How do they defend this square? They do it with E5, because knight takes C7 is going to fork the king and the rook here if they allow me to. For instance, A6, knight takes C7, hitting the king and the rook with check. The bishop is defending the knight. So when we come back here, black goes E5. They say, I'll give up a pawn, and we'll see what happens. So our best move here is actually taking with the pawn, and after pawn takes knight here, a bunch of moves that I've seen black actually play. One of them actually is knight H5, and after the knight H5 move, we can go with E3, which defends the bishop. So of course, we already won a pawn. And after knight takes, pawn takes, we're just clearly up a pawn here, doing better. Now, there's another piece to this that instead of playing knight H5, right, they can actually go knight E4, playing a little bit more aggressively. Or like just, hey, you know what, I'm going to put my knight in the center, swing it around to C5 like this instead of going knight H5. Right, knight H5 is attacking our bishop, E3, queen takes H5, and knight takes F4 being a thing. What they'll do is go knight to E4, and then we hit him with this move right here. Queen takes D5. Very nice, right? Queen takes D5 actually sacrifices the queen. They thinking you're crazy, but no, in fact, they're crazy. We have two extra pawns right now, as you can see. And after queen takes D5, we actually take a third pawn with knight takes C7 with check. And it's a nasty little royal fork here. After the king moves away, I don't care where you move the king, I'm going to take the queen here. And lots of times I end up following with F3 to kick this knight away and castle queenside with the rook on the D file. And they're in a lot of trouble here. Hopefully you enjoyed this opening trap. And if you did, let me know in the comments what other opening traps you would like to see from which openings. I'll see you on the next one.